Vasek Pospisil retires, a tribute to the Canadian tennis trailblazer. In a bold move that has stunned the tennis world, Canadian tennis pioneer Vasek Pospisil, hailing from Vernon, British Columbia, has announced his retirement from the sport at this year's National Bank Open presented by Rogers. The 35-year-old, who has been a beacon of hope and inspiration for aspiring tennis players across Canada, will receive a main draw wild card for the event in Toronto, marking his final farewell on the court. "Decisions like these are never easy," Pospisil confessed. "Tennis has been a significant part of my life, but I've come to realize that both mentally and physically, it's the right time to step away. I'm immensely grateful for the career I've had, especially considering I come from a small town where this dream once seemed unattainable. While I'm genuinely excited for the next chapter, there will always be a part of me that misses the sport and everything it's given me. Thank you to the passionate Canadian tennis community for supporting and cheering me on throughout my career. I'm honored to have the opportunity to finish it alongside you, my friends and family in Toronto." Pospisil's 18-year professional career has been nothing short of remarkable, with the Canadian claiming some of tennis' most coveted prizes and achieving career-high rankings of number 25 in singles, 2014, and number 4 in doubles, 2015. Alongside 6 doubles titles on the ADP Tour, including a victory at Indian Wells, 2015, Pospisil was a Wimbledon champion in 2014. There, he and American Jack Sock stunned the number 1 seeds Bob and Mike Bryan in a thrilling 5-set final on the All England Lawn and Tennis Club's iconic center court. The following year, Pospisil reached the quarterfinals in singles. He also reached 3 tour-level singles finals, in Washington, 2014, Sofia, and Montpellier, both 2020. But here's where it gets controversial. Pospisil's impact on Canadian tennis goes beyond his individual achievements. Affectionately known as Mr. Davis Cup, he has been a constant presence on the Canadian roster since his debut in February 2008, racking up 35 ties played and 33 wins. His final appearance wearing the maple leaf was against Hungary in Montreal, Quebec earlier this year. His crowning moment in the competition came in 2022 when, alongside Felix Auger-Aliassime, Denis Shapovalov, Gabriel Diallo, Alexis Galarneau, and captain Frank Dansvik, Pospisil lifted the Davis Cup trophy for the first time in Canadian history, leading the team to 4 doubles wins at the finals. Pospisil also represented Canada twice at the Olympic Games, London 2012 and Rio 2016. We would like to thank Vasek Pospisil for everything he has done, and will continue to do, for Canadian tennis over the course of a spectacular career, said Gavin Ziv, Chief Executive Officer, Tennis Canada. As the likes of Daniel Nestor did before him, Vasek has inspired countless Canadians across the country to pick up a racket and participate in our great sport, proving, as the now famous catchphrase goes, that anything is Pospisil. His career highlights are the stuff of legend, including that incredible Wimbledon doubles victory in 2014 and, of course, a Davis Cup championship, which we know meant so much to him and to the growth and development of tennis in Canada. We wish him the very best in his retirement. Pospisil receives main draw wild card to 2025 National Bank Open. Pospisil's last tournament will be at the National Bank Open in Toronto this summer after Tennis Canada confirmed he has been awarded a main draw wild card. He joins fellow Canadians Auger-Aliassime, Shapovalov, Diallo, and road to the NBO champion Liam Draxl in the draw. A firm fan's favorite whenever he has graced the court in Toronto or Montreal, Pospisil played in one of the most highly anticipated matches in the tournament's history in 2013. Beating number 5 seed Tomas Berdych en route, a then 23-year-old Pospisil reached the semifinals, where he faced compatriot and number 11 seed Milos Raonic, who himself had overcome number 13 seed Fabio Fognini and number 6 seed Juan Martín del Potro. The Canadian duo proceeded to play out a spectacular match at IJ Stadium, with Raonic claiming a narrow victory in a third-set tiebreak. It seems only fitting that Vasek Pospisil should end his career at his home tournament, the National Bank Open presented by Rogers, said Carl Hale, tournament director, NBO Toronto. He has been such an influential figure in Canadian tennis for the best part of 2 decades, and he deserves a hero's send-off in Toronto next month. We look forward to celebrating Vasek's career and achievements in style, in front of a home crowd at Sobeys Stadium and with the eyes of the tennis world on Canada. We know the fans will give him the goodbye he deserves. The remaining main draw wildcards for the Toronto tournament will be announced in the coming days. Be there in person to see Pospisil's last tournament as a professional. Click here to buy tickets to the NBO in Toronto now. Featured photo, Martin Siderjack. Vasek Pospisil, a tennis legacy retirement announcement. After nearly 2 decades of battles on the professional circuit, the tennis world is preparing to say goodbye to one of its most respected competitors. Vasek Pospisil is officially retiring. For fans and followers of the sport, this announcement might carry more weight than expected. Not only did Pospisil make headlines with his athletic achievements, most notably securing a Wimbledon men's doubles crown and contributing to Canada's historic Davis Cup victory, but his off-court activism helped reshape the conversation about players' rights. But here's where the story takes an intriguing turn. Taking to social media, Pospisil, now 35, emotionally revealed, 18 years of professional tennis. Looking forward to playing in front of you one last time in Toronto. His final appearance will be at the highly anticipated Toronto tournament, for which he's been granted a wild-card entry, a fitting stage to close out a career that sparked excitement across courts worldwide. Throughout his journey, Pospisil has worn many hats. Partnering with Jack Sock, he claimed the ultimate doubles prize at Wimbledon in 2014, a feat few foresaw for the Canadian duo at the time. In 2022, he added another chapter to Canadian tennis history by helping secure their first-ever Davis Cup title. At his peak, Pospisil broke into the world's top 25 singles players and soared to a number 4 doubles ranking, a testament to his versatility and skill on the global stage. Yet, it's not only his accomplishments with a racket that have made headlines. Off the court, Pospisil gained recognition for championing players' interests. Teaming up with Novak Djokovic, he was instrumental in launching the Professional Tennis Players Association, aiming to give players a stronger collective voice. This movement even led to a bold federal class action lawsuit, taking on powerhouse organizations in a sport not always known for rapid institutional change. And this is the part most people overlook. Were Pospisil's actions a much-needed push for fairness, or did they risk disrupting tennis's delicate balance? That's a debate that still stirs strong opinions. Announcing his retirement, Pospisil didn't shy away from addressing the personal difficulty behind the decision. It's never easy making a decision like this. Tennis has been a huge part of my life, but it has become clear, both mentally and physically, that it's the right time to step away. His words serve as a reminder that the end of an athlete's career is rarely just about fading skills. It involves deep emotional and mental contemplation. As Vasek Pospisil's playing days draw to a close, the question remains, how will his legacy be remembered? Was he simply a formidable competitor, or did his efforts off the court leave an even bigger mark on the sport? Did you agree with his decision to challenge tennis's traditional power structures, or did you find it too controversial? Share your perspective in the comments. Does Pospisil's journey inspire you, or do you see his activism as a step too far? Vasek Pospisil retires from tennis with no regrets, stays committed to player advocacy. Imagine dedicating your life to a sport only to find that the system is stacked against you. This is the reality for many professional tennis players, and it's a battle that Vasek Pospisil, a Vernon native with a storied tennis career, is not backing down from, even in retirement. Pospisil, a 35-year-old tennis veteran, has decided to hang up his racket with no regrets. He leaves behind a legacy that includes a 2014 Wimbledon doubles title and a pivotal role in Canada's 2022 Davis Cup victory. His career was marked by resilience, as he navigated through injuries and consistently pushed for better conditions for tennis players. The past few years have been particularly challenging for Pospisil. He faced a series of elbow tears, underwent herniated disc surgery in 2019, and experienced another back setback last summer. These injuries led to a decline in his performance and a growing sense of burnout. As he explained, "It gets very discouraging and you have to be realistic. I did everything I could. I left no stone unturned." Despite his retirement, Pospisil remains committed to fighting for players' rights. He co-founded the Professional Tennis Players Association, PTPA, with Novak Djokovic in 2019 to address the economic restraints imposed on players by major tennis organizations. These organizations allegedly suppress tournament earnings and limit players' opportunities to supplement their income through endorsements. But here's where it gets controversial. The PTPA is currently suing the sport's major governing bodies, alleging that they withhold opportunities for players to earn additional income from their name, image, and likeness, nil. This is a contentious issue in tennis, where players often have to cover their own expenses, unlike in team sports where such costs are typically covered. Pospisil's decision to retire is not just about his own career but also about focusing on the bigger picture. He believes that tennis is broken and needs systemic changes. The inequality in earnings is stark. While NFL players rank first in average salary at $17.3 million, tennis players are ranked seventh, with ATP and WTA players earning around $1.2 million annually. Pospisil's journey began long before his professional career. Born in 1990, his family escaped communist Czechoslovakia when he was just a toddler. His parents' determination and sacrifices laid the groundwork for his success in tennis. His father, Milos, coached him early on, and by age 6, Pospisil was already winning tournaments. Now, as Pospisil looks to the future, he is adamant about his commitment to the cause. He plans to continue advocating for players' rights, even if it means taking on the establishment. His legacy is not just about his achievements on the court but also about challenging the status quo to ensure a fairer deal for future generations of tennis players. As Pospisil reflects on his career, there is a mix of emotions. He is ready to move on, but he is also aware of what he has left behind. His love for the game hasn't diminished, and he still enjoys playing for fun. However, his current focus is on creating meaningful change in the sport he loves. And this is the part most people miss. Pospisil is not just a retired tennis player. He is a champion for change. His fight for players' rights is a testament to his dedication and perseverance. As he transitions into this new chapter, the question remains, will his efforts lead to significant reforms in the tennis world? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, Vasek Pospisil is leaving a lasting impact both on and off the court. So, what do you think about Pospisil's decision to retire and his continued fight for players' rights? Do you agree with his stance on the current state of tennis? Share your thoughts in the comments below.